She tapping out again. She's quitting on her team again. The facts was she had not finished any season. Her rookie year with the Sky, she tapped out. She did not finish with Unrivaled. She tapped out, didn't even show up to the playoff games.
Angel Reese is delusional if she doesn't think that her teammates, don't see what's going on and probably despise her. Because we heard, man, earlier this season,
Angel Reese is freaking out after the Chicago Sky suspended her, and the meltdown couldn't be louder. From fake-sounding injuries to skipping rivalry games, she's turned into the league's biggest letdown.
But that's it. I've done what I had to do. I don't need to stick around for all this losing. She's been saying her back hurts. Nobody knows anything about the injury. Nobody knows.
Fans are now asking if Reese is even a baller anymore, or just another Instagram influencer in sneakers.
you can constantly post on Instagram what you're doing. You can constantly post on Instagram your fashion. Like, you could constantly do all of these things where you need your back, except use it on the basketball court.
Remember, Angel Reese entered the WNBA as if she was going to be this once-in-a-generation superstar, the Bayou Barbie that was supposed to carry the Chicago Sky into a new era. That's what the hype said. The reality? She's turned into Meltdown Barbie, and not even in a fun way. The franchise put all their eggs in her basket, plastered her face everywhere, called her the future of the team, and now fans are sitting there asking the same thing. Is she even interested in playing basketball anymore? Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like she's more interested in Instagram filters than playoff wins.
And then this season, post All-Star break, it seemed like that is all she cared about. She realized this team stinks. Tyler Marsh is a bum. Jeff P's a bum. They all stink. I'm not taking that away from her.
Let's talk about this back injury nonsense. The most mysterious injury in the league. And I mean mysterious, like Bigfoot sighting mysterious. She's been listed day to day for weeks, and yet, not a single medical update. Nothing. No MRIs, no rehab clips, no timetable, not even a fake doctor's note scribbled on a napkin. Just pure silence. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky are rotting at the bottom of the standings, holding a glorious 8-24 record.
That Angel Reese basically quit on the team. That's how I feel. That's an opinion, not factual. It looks like it. I think that they are probably not too pleased with her.
Eliminated from playoff contention as early as June 2024. June. Do you know how bad you have to be for your season to already be dead by summer? And while this disaster was unfolding, Angel Reese wasn't suiting up, wasn't helping, wasn't even pretending to care. What was she doing? Instagram posts, Reebok promo shoots, fashion fits, basically anything except basketball. Fans wanted leadership, and instead they got a disappearing act in designer clothes.
No matter what, the Chicago Sky will not make it to the playoffs. So whether you show up now or later or earlier, you had to miss enough games so that the blame could not be on you.
And the league tried so hard to sell us this rivalry. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Two faces of the league, head-to-head, battle of the new generation. But how can you be someone's rival if you're never even around? Clark is transparent. Clark is accountable. Clark is sitting on the bench when she's hurt, encouraging her team, leading huddles, giving updates. Reese? Vanished. She's not a rival. She's a rumor.
Especially when Angel Reese is missing these blown layups that literally are costing them games, making all these terrible plays, refusing to pass the ball because she's so bent on keeping up with Caitlin Clark. She's putting she's grabbing the ball and putting it back up.
And the crazy part is, this isn't even new for her. This whole injury excuse factory has been running on schedule for 3 years now. You can literally set your watch to it. Rookie year, 2023, things got tough. Caitlin Clark started pulling away in the Rookie of the Year race, and boom, suddenly Angel's wrist was hurt.
So we start calling it out. Hey, are you quitting again? It appears you're quitting again just because your team not good. Just like rookie year, once you realized you stood no chance to win Rookie of the Year, you quit.
Couldn't finish the season. How convenient. Then came the unrivaled league. This was her big chance to shine, to stamp her name on a new platform. And what happened? She ghosted before the championship game, didn't just skip playing, she didn't even show up in street clothes to support her team. They went on to win without her, by the way. So much for being the franchise face.
Tyler Marsh is a bum. Jeff P's a bum. They all stink. I'm not taking that away from her. I'm not blaming her for the higher-ups being trash and the roster being horrible.
And now, here we are in 2025, new season, same disappearing act. This time, the excuse is a back injury. And guess when it showed up? Right as the Sky were spiraling to dead last. The timing couldn't be more suspicious if she announced it with a clock ticking in the background. And let's look at the numbers. She's played only 3 games in 4 weeks. 3 games. And the Sky lost every single one of them, each by an average of 18 points. That's not just losing, that's getting destroyed. You'd think someone hyped as the face of the team would want to show up and try to fix things, but nope. She sat out, collected her day-to-day designation, and kept the Instagram stories rolling.
She's injured, right? Always injured. It was the wrist, and then rivalry, it was something else. And now, guys, it was her back, well, her leg, then her back.
And don't even get me started on the travel situation. She refused to travel with the Sky for rivalry games against the Indiana Fever. You know, the team with Caitlin Clark, the one the entire league has circled on their calendars. These are the matchups that actually draw fans, that actually matter. But Angel Reese didn't bother. Didn't suit up, didn't sit on the bench, didn't clap from the sidelines. Yet somehow she had no problem traveling for All-Star Weekend or for sneaker launches. Back injury must be allergic to charter flights with teammates, but perfectly fine for brand deals and photo ops. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark had a legit groin injury, the kind you could actually trace to a play on the court, and she was still traveling, still sitting with her team, still leading huddles. That's what a professional looks like. Angel Reese looks like the opposite.
What makes it even worse, guys, she comes back and she says, I want to hoop. Meaning like, okay, I'm done with this, with all of this play around stuff. I think that I'm bored now. I actually miss being on the court. I want to hoop. I want to put on the shorts that...
And now we've got this lawsuit drama hanging over everything. Reports are saying the Chicago Sky actually sued her for abandoning the team mid-season, sued their own supposed franchise player. Do you know how pathetic it has to get for your team to take you to court? That's not drama, that's a soap opera. And her teammates? They're allegedly so fed up they've got separate group chats that exclude her. Imagine being so toxic that your own team doesn't even want you in the text thread. That's not leadership, that's a red flag waving in your face.
And Angel Reese, feeding into this villain narrative, painted a bigger target on her back that she did not necessarily need. Angel Reese could have went a completely different route.
Even the front office couldn't keep quiet. GM Jeff P went public, flat out saying he needed to see more from their so-called superstar player. And let's be real, when your boss is going on record begging you to do your job, that's about as embarrassing as it gets. And it's not like the criticism is coming from nowhere. Legends of the game see it too. Lisa Leslie herself ranked Reese as a C-tier talent compared to Caitlin Clark's A-tier. That's Hall of Famer judgment. That's not some troll on Twitter.
But this is what Angel Reese wanted. She wanted to be the villain. They don't just watch the WNBA because of one player. That one player being the Caucasian chick, Caitlin Clark. They watch it because of me too.
And fans aren't blind either. They've noticed the Sky actually look better without her. Faster, more energetic. The ball moves around instead of getting stuck in forced post-ups. Guards actually run plays. The wings cut harder, the bench gets involved, the whole team just breathes easier without having to feed one ego possession after possession. That's the harsh reality. The team runs smoother without their supposed star. Reese's absence has turned into addition by subtraction.
After the game, she said it was ugly, very ugly for me, but I tried to push through as much as I could for my teammates because I know they need me out there. Okay, it's not clear what the disconnect is between Reese and the organization, but her comments revealed that the recovery process did not go smooth.
She was hyped as the Bayou Barbie, but has quickly become Meltdown Barbie. She's hiding behind the most suspicious back injury we've ever seen, while the team crashed to an 8-24 record and got eliminated from playoff contention in June. She's played only 3 games in 4 weeks, all of them losses by 18 points. She refuses to travel with her team for rivalry games, but happily shows up for sneaker launches. She's been sued by her own team, shaded by her own GM, and probably side-eyed by her own teammates in group chats she isn't even part of. Lisa Leslie called her C tier, and fans are now saying the Sky are actually better off without her clogging the offense. And the cherry on top? She still tries to carry herself like she's Caitlin Clark's equal.
Exactly what's going on, because they could not find anything, right? Maybe the MRI came back and they was like, we don't see anything. Maybe, just maybe, anybody who knows sports, anybody with a set of eyeballs at work, could see that Angel Reese was full of it.
Angel Reese spends more time promoting her sneakers than actually lacing them up. That's not even an exaggeration. She hyped up her Reebok sneaker launch in September like it was the second coming of Michael Jordan's Air Jordans. Yes, you heard that right. Angel Reese really compared her shoes to Jordan's. A player averaging 14 points on the worst team in the league thinks she's in the same sentence as the GOAT. At this point, it's not just delusion, it's comedy. And where did she take this circus? To Indiana. Not to face Caitlin Clark on the court, where the matchup could have actually meant something. No, she went there to stage a Reebok promo stunt right in Clark's backyard. Forget basketball, Reese is more interested in sneaker stunts than rivalry games.
The NBA got rid of Liz Cambage, who is far more better than Angel Reese. I don't get what Angel Reese has over the WNBA. I don't get what Angel Reese has over the organization. But if they were smart, they would do what they needed to do.
And the cherry on top? She only returned to the lineup when Grandma showed up. That's right, not for the fans, not for her teammates, not for the Chicago Sky who were drowning at 8:25. No, she magically healed when Grandma was in the stands ready for a family photo op. Once that was done, poof, back to disappearing. At this point, someone should just hire her PR team because they clearly know how to time her appearances for maximum drama and minimum effort. Meanwhile, on the court, when she does bother to play, it's the same story. She's obsessed with keeping that double-double Barbie image alive. Forcing rebounds, chucking up putbacks, and chasing stats like they mean something. But let's be honest, nobody cares about rebounds when your team is losing by 25 to 30 points every night. The Sky are getting blown out while Reese is padding her box score like it's gonna save her legacy. Fans aren't stupid, they see through it. That's why they're roasting her with nicknames like Vanishing Barbie and Me-Bound Clown. It's brutal, but it's true. She's prioritizing clout and brand image over actual wins.
Angel Reese, in my opinion, has been given a lot of time and opportunities to show the world that she can indeed play basketball. And for her to be labeled as the best player on the team really says a lot about the roster.
And here's where the contrast becomes hilarious. Caitlin Clark. Head-to-head, the numbers speak louder than any PR stunt. Indiana Fever are 7-1 against the Chicago Sky over the last 2 seasons, including 4-0 this year alone. That's not a rivalry, that's a beatdown. It's Clark dunking Reese's reputation straight into the trash. Every single time they play, the Fever walk away with the W, and Reese walks away with another excuse.
She wanted to be the villain. They don't just watch the WNBA because of one player, that one player being the Caucasian chick, Caitlin Clark. They watch it because of Me Too. Me Too, right? It says here that after the game, she said it was ugly.
And it's not just on the scoreboard. When the Fever and Sky went head-to-head in primetime on ABC, the game drew 1.3 million viewers. You'd think with all the hype that number would skyrocket, but nope. It was actually the lowest rated matchup since Clark and Reese both entered the league. Do you know what that says? Without Clark carrying the hype, nobody is tuning in for Angel Reese. The league can push the rivalry all they want, but fans have already decided who matters. Clark is the draw, Reese is the drama. And look at how both of them carry themselves. Clark plays through injuries, Clark signs autographs, Clark embraces fans and makes herself available. Reese? She skips games, hides behind vague injuries, ignores fans, and only shows up for photo ops when there's a camera ready. The media narrative is already cemented. Clark is the fighter, Reese is the faker. And in sports, perception is everything. Clark is building trust for the WNBA, while Reese is eroding it every single time her name pops up next to the words day-to-day. Subscribe now because Angel Reese's drama is only getting messier and you won't want to miss the next meltdown.